this is Ignite the Fire, and today is episode 5 of my Skylanders Giants legendary Locke. So let's get into chapter 5 without further ado then, but first and foremost, we have ourselves a nice, awesome cutscene, so let's get into that without further ado. Man, Chaos Ring, it's not like these trees. I would say that that would really come back to bite him, and the fact that Stump Smash would land the final hit. But the thing is that I can't actually say that considering Stump Smash is not available to us, considering our limited legendary alert.
Excuse me, Master?
Not now, Gumshanks, I'm busy.
It's just that, Lord Chaos, now that you're back, and we've got this robot, what are we gonna do?
It's simple, Gumshanks. Robot! Tell him!
Lord Chaos is going to the secret vault of Archean Seas, which, as everyone knows, you need to be an Archean Conquertron to enter.
Or better yet, have an Archean Conquertron.
Wait, secret vault of secrets?
Yes, because inside the vault there is a map to the lost city of Arms, where Lord Chaos will find the Iron Fist of Arms, which he will use to raise the robot army and then make himself king of all Skylanders. Isn't that marvelous?
Nice voice crack right there, Archean Conquertron. I didn't know Archeans could have voice cracks. Wait, one thing I want to know is that Chaos clearly had this plan before when he was explaining about it to Ermit, because that's how he heard it in the first place. So why is he re-explaining it now? You know, just small things like this make the plot inconsistent, which is why the plot of this game is not the greatest slash most thought out, because it's neither of those things, if I'm being completely honest. But at least its story is slightly stronger than Skylanders Smash Daisies, because Skylanders Smash Daisies, the main problem with it was, of course, the weak story. What do you know? They're even partners in laughing, not just in crying, but in evil laughs as well. So one thing I want to know is that how come one nods yes and the other nods no? Is it because for one who's nodding yes just wants to be different? Or is it because the one that nods no is just like, no, that's not cool, and then the other one's nod and just be like, yes, I agree with you, I don't even know. Some sort of cheap communication, but either way, I don't know, I just find that interesting. Some strange reason.
Really humming. We should arrive at the frozen wastelands in no time.
Yeah. Who'd have thought pirates would make such good mechanics?
Sure, we take great pride in our craftsmanship.
Well, that's great to see. Craftsmanship is important, so I'm glad to see you take great pride in it.
And might be interested.
Yes, we are a worthy opponent, and we might be interested in a rematch at some point, but not quite now.
Come to me quarters and play me anytime you wish.
Quarters.
Looks like our crew just got a little bigger.
Little bit bigger indeed, right there, Callie. Wait, we're going to head, in fact, no, I was originally going to say we're going to head to the top, but there's no point in doing that, considering that Stealth Rock is already at maximum gold anyway, which means that no sort of extra level of extra gold would benefit her in any way. So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to destroy this thing first and foremost, because if you destroy any sort of events like that, then you can get some additional gold from it. But as I previously mentioned, Stealth Rock is already maxed out as it is, so additional gold will not help her out, which is why we didn't actually explore the top of the ship once again, as I was about to do, but like I said, I didn't. I decided to cancel that at the last minute right there, but we are ready to go. Yeah, let's get into this Glacier Gully, chapter number 5, without further ado. So yeah, nice little money cheat right there. The unfortunate thing about it, though, is that, as previously mentioned, Stealth Rock cannot really take much benefit from it, considering she's already maxed out.
Do you think you could have parked your robot in a colder place?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he could have. I'm sure there's plenty of cooler places out there. Get it? Cooler, because this place isn't very cool, because I don't like this level. Ha ha ha. My snake is so funny. And in case you guys have no idea what I'm blabbering on about, I'm basically saying that this level is not a very fun one. I don't find it very cool. Pun intended. And so, of course, you can find a cooler place to park it. I mean, like, why couldn't the level be more awesome? It just couldn't, apparently, according to video game developers and designers and whatnot. So yes, I would have loved a cooler place. Not cooler as in a place that actually has a cooler temperature, but cooler as in a place that has cooler, like, aesthetics and design and stuff like that. That's what I meant by all that. So hopefully you guys understood after my constant jibber-jabber fool. In case you guys couldn't tell, Jibber Jabber was what I was doing, and the Fool is who I am. So yeah, that was a whole lot of jibber jabbering, alright, but hopefully from it you guys have finally managed to understand what the hell I mean by these terrible, terrible puns of mine. So let's be advancing. Frigid chompies, eh? You don't say. Let's take them down without further ado.
Help.
Don't worry, bro, I got ya.
That was really nice of you.
Yes, I know, I am a very nice person like that.
I think because they are afraid of ghosts.
That is not cool. Okay, we're gonna teach these afraid of ghosters a lesson. Is that even a thing? Well, if it wasn't, it is now, so that's what matters.
You might even say, I was.
Yes, because you were the giant
but I was
robot.
abandoned. Want to see it? Come on, this way.
Yay, new friends. So let's go ahead and help out our new
The giant
buddy.
ice block. Understandable, as it is very cold. But you can melt it. Watch this.
Watch what? This is just a bunch of lasers. So what? What does it mean? Ooh, a lever. Well, video game rule number 1. If you see a big red button, press it. If there's no big red button, and a lever instead, pull the lever. But yeah, that's video game rule number 1, guys. Always hit the big red buttons, and if there is no big red button, pull the lever instead. Who cares whether it does good or bad? It's just rule number 1, so you gotta do it every time. That's all. We are the great evil ice master. Duh. Why don't you just fear and obey us instead?
Said noodles. The ice holders think my robot.
Yeah, that can't be much of a threat now, can it? I mean, it's only noodles, not too hard from there. I mean, like, you literally eat noodles for supper and they don't even fight back.
Noodles is just crazy.
Because, you know, they don't have lives themselves. And that was another awful pun on my behalf, guys, because it was on about the food noodles and not the actual character noodles. So yeah, my puns really suck today, but that's no normally to how they normally are in all of my other videos, I suppose. And by normally, I mean, of course, what I'm saying here is that my puns always suck, and there's no way of getting around that. Oh, nice shot, nice shot, dude.
Now you're gonna destroy Snowman too? Those were also for the great evil.
Is there anything around here that I can destroy that isn't for the great evil ice master? Nope. Okay, we're just gonna destroy it anyway.
Ice melting Snowman breaker a lesson.
You can try to do that, but you guys will probably fail miserably. Especially with the might of my ranged gun thingy. Watch out, Jeff. That nice watching out right there. Nice watching out indeed. Ow, that hurts. Take that, sucker. Nice, we got them all at long last.
Now you've gone too far.
You sure
When
got
the
that,
great
bro?
evil ice master rises again, you will be punished. You just wait.
I will wait for absolutely nothing to occur whatsoever. So what's the point of waiting for it, you might ask? No point whatsoever, we're just going to do it just because he asked us nice and politely. I'm kidding, he didn't ask us politely, so we're not going to do that at all. Instead, what we're going to do is we are going to help the great evil ice master rise once again, because as I previously mentioned, he is a great evil ice master, and we are his new best friend. So yeah, that's how that's going to work, and if you're not polite with me, Noodles, I'm not going to do what you ask, because commanding is not being polite, and because you're not polite, I will do what you wish, and that's basically what I'm saying right there. Man, what is it with me saying these stupid, like, things that no one would understand, and then me trying to warrant explaining them? I'm in even more of a weirder mood than what I was in the last episode, and that's really saying something, because in the last episode I was in a pretty weird mood, alright?
To remember things above and to the side of them, they have a hard time with things physically below them. How does that
Oh,
make
no
sense?
problem with that there, Archeans. I have the same problem as well. Put anything underneath me and I will either A, stand out and break it, or B, completely forget about it because I'm too tall to reach down there anyway.
Elevation, almost always forget about it.
Eon said it, and it says them on the story scroll. Ugh, so bad, man. Like, these mistakes. Ugh, worst game ever. I mean, like, one grammatical mistake easily makes this game totally horrible. I'm kidding, guys. Who cares about grammatical mistakes, right? Unless, of course, as I previously mentioned, it's an English exam. In which case, yes, you should probably care about that. But this is not an English exam, so we do not care, to say the least.
Nice.
Yes, I am nice. I am a nice person. And that's Jetpack speaking right there, not me. And why did that hit me? That was a cutscene, you cheap cheap game, but luckily for us though, the element of the area has changed to water anyway, so we should survive this just fine, especially considering that we're bringing in none other than Lightcore Legendary Chill. Actually, no, that's the opposite way around. It's actually it's actually Legendary Lightcore Chill. There's a huge difference, guys, between Lightcore Legendary Chill and Legendary Lightcore Chill. Huge difference, and I got it wrong, which is why the difference is a terrible, terrible mistake on my behalf. Almost as terrible as that previous grammar mistake that the story scroll took. Like, you can't just say one thing and then write another. Again, guys, I'm just being incredibly picky for comedic effect, I suppose. And darn, I just realised we needed that bomb for the legendary treasure, but never mind about that, I suppose. I was too frustrated with it hitting jetpack through the cutscene, so I wasn't really thinking about using it on the legendary treasure. I was thinking about using it for my revenge. And yes, the evil laugh is totally warranted because it was the most perfect place to use it.
Ha! You fell right into my trap. Well, except for the part where you destroyed my gift to the grave.
If you're going to do a trap and you know going to land exactly there, why would you build it there in the first place? Yeah, Noodles, you make no sense whatsoever. In fact, I don't think it's even that it doesn't make any sense. I think it's just it doesn't have any brains, which is probably the thing that I've said this entire video that makes the most sense. Hashtag the only thing hashtag ignite the only thing that Ignite the Fire said that makes sense this episode is the fact that Noodles doesn't have a brain. I know it's a long hashtag, guys, we're gonna go with it. Oh, I didn't realise that guy behind me for tricky sneakster. Oh, now these guys are covering me. It's not cool. Take that, fool. Oh, nice! 2 birds with 1 stone. My favourite kind of stones, ones that take down 2 birds with 1 gun. A chill and victory indeed. If you thought my puns were bad, guys, just do wait till you see some of the so-called one-liners this game has to offer. Okay, time for my least favourite part of the entire level, in all fairness.
They do that sometimes. Reminds me of something. Looks like
what, I wouldn't know.
slippery momentum to slide up to the top.
Luckily for us though, we have plenty of momentum, so we can use that to our advantage. Okay, let's go, Chill, let's go. You can make it? Nope, she can't make it. Hashtag Chill can't make it. Boom, let's go. Yes, we made it. Great job there, Chill, at long last. Oh wait, it seems like the magic element is stronger here, so that means the legendary Spyro is taking the spotlight, which is another character I do not own, and yet another terrible pun that I've added to my list of terrible puns of this here episode. Because yeah, basically the Skylander called Spotlight, of the light element from a Skylander chapter in the game, is one of the only characters from such game that I have yet to own yet, which is basically why I made such a pun. Die, fools, die. Ooh, that got really close right there, but as always, close doesn't quite cut it there, enemies. Haha, nice try, fool. That got really close really quickly, but fortunately for us, whoa boy, it didn't quite get close enough. Oh darn, now I could really be doing some food. Oh, speaking of food actually, we got 2 pieces of food, which is definitely glorious to see, and nice, there's that guy finished off with, so now we've got a bunch more enemies coming up. So we're going to eat this food anyway, because I don't want to be without it, and these zombies are going to destroy it anyway, so we may as well take advantage of that, I suppose. That's what I'm saying right here. Okay, again, watch out for these guys. Don't get too close either, else you'll do a spinning attack, and trust me, the spinning attack is much worse than the axe throw attack, because the axe throw attack is very slow, so you should be able to dodge it quite easily, in all fairness. The best thing about it though is that not only does it hurt you, but it hurts all the enemies around that enemy as well, which means, sure, whilst you aim out and might take damage, the enemies around you take even more damage, which might help you out in the long run. Man, Spyro's annihilating these guys right here. Great job, Spyro, to say the least. You got the lead part of Skylanders Academy for a reason, it would seem.
Dragon, get the horn.
And got the horns, they did, Spyro. Great job. So let's advance back up here and be opening up some gates with our treble keys. Yeah, forget about a treble clef, guys. It's treble keys instead.
Freeze the charm.
And once again, I'm doing some awful puns, but luckily enough, guys, I might be terrible at music, but I do at least know what a treble clef is.
You just have to unthaw me.
I will, and for you,
Just
indeed.
use those energy beams.
Using those energy beams, we shall. But first and foremost, we're going to destroy that block over there. As in the farthest one from us. And yes, I said farthest instead of furthest, because I'm going into Hugo talk, supposedly, because no one talks like that, Hugo. And I'm basically referencing my Dragon Locke about the part when basically in the second cutscene of the game, Hugo says, farther and farther away from Skylanders. Yeah, I was basically taking Mickey out of that, because no one says further, like farther like that, but apparently some people do. So, we're just going to stick with it, and that's why I said farthest over there, so we can kind of, like, expand upon that joke and make it even more hilarious, I suppose. By the way, if you say further, like farther as well, then that's totally fine. The thing is, though, is that to me, a father is someone who gives birth to you, not something that symbolises how far you are away from an object. That's all. All of these pronunciation problems, so hilarious indeed. I've witnessed before in the sky. So normally I would end off the episode at like the like ending level screen, but because this is the end of a session, I'm gonna need to end off the episode once I've pressed the A button to continue. But only after then can I finish the episode. And with all that being said and done, it seems like my first session is coming to an end, and we haven't lost Legendary Skylander yet, which I am very happy about indeed.
Servant, what are your evil wishes?
Classic noodles.
I could really go for some of that as well, Machine Go. Some classic noodles sound delicious right now.
It truly has been a pleasure being your friend. Are we friends now?
Absolutely, buddy. I'd love to be your friend. Yay, new friends. Oh, I love it.
Don't leave. I've been so lonely.
Oh, poor guy. All he wants is a mate.
Skylanders need our help getting into the Archean vault. So quit your belly aching and let's get to it.
Sounds good to me.
Anything to get out of the cold here. I can almost feel my brain freezing up.
Right. Almost.
Don't get our hopes up, Flynn. Oh wow, what do you know? We got included an undergoal. How awesome is that? But above all, the most important thing is that we did indeed, yet again, get the no less lost counter, which means we are yet to have lost a legendary Skylander. Cause I'm awesome. Yes, I am. Ooh yeah. What was with all my singing skill right there, or should I say lack thereof? I don't even know, but we're just going to stick with it, nevertheless. And also, we're not really going to stick with that, but we're also going to see what cutscenes to play out before us right now.
Robots don't talk.
But sir, we all talk. And I'm nothing to be afraid of. I only want to help my new best friends.
Now that all of that.
Yeah, we're best friends, buddy. Can't wait to get into this level with you. And we're both going to get out unscathed. We're not going to be injured, and you're not going to be harmed in any sort of way. Not with me around. I'm kidding, guys. Spoiler alert, but it's the complete opposite of that right there. But wait. I am sorry, headphone users, which I probably just completely obliterated your ears right there. But enough has been said about that, because this is clearly the end of the episode, and not only that, but end of the session as well. So, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next one. But until then, peace!